What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of 101 Sports and Cards, Sports Card episode. As always, I'm Nathan Holloway, and with me is Jared Trish.
How's it going? Today's going to be a little bit longer and a lot of discussion on some sensitive topics that might get some people butthurt. So we're going to talk about the whole hobby as a general. So here we go. Are you ready? I want your honest opinion on everything, and I don't think you'll be ready for it. So first, we're going to start off with the normal stuff. Releases. Donruss Football comes out this Friday, right?
Yes. It's finally got a set release day. Who would have thought?
Yeah. CJ Stroud Kaboom Chase. That's all it's going to be. Not Kaboom.
Downtown.
Downtown Chase.
By the way, there will be downtowns in retail from what I've seen. The Blaster Box still has to look for the Ultra Rare downtown, but it is Panini, so they could have just forgot to take it off.
Yeah.
The best way is to wait until holiday, though, because they're still guaranteeing the optic preview, the red and green, and the patch, and you still have the chance to get downtowns.
Unless they change it.
You still have the chance to get downtowns, and or the mega box, which you won't be able to find since it guarantees all.
Even though there's really no good autos this year.
I want Jordan Adams. I'm chasing Jordan Adams. He's expensive, very expensive.
The Costco box from Costco, which has Series 1, 2, and Update in it, is going to be available at Target also, apparently. So that's going to be something to look out for. It's actually a great deal box. I think it's cheaper at Costco, though, isn't it? Probably, since it's a wholesale place.
So the only one that didn't get like a box to itself is basically Series 2. Because the Update's getting this, because you get more update packs than anything in it.
Yeah.
They just said screw Series 2, and Series 2 is honestly
the best one.
Yeah.
Well, it's what they want to do. So we're going to go into some other news. So the Juan Acuna Jr. Super Fractal 101 auto, Force Bowman autos on PSA 9. It just sold through a private sale for $430,000, which is the most expensive Juan Acuna card ever sold, which was topping this sale at $361,000 in 2021. So,
surprised it went up.
Well, I mean,
because there's been a lot of
big cards dropping. If you're trying to chase the Victor Wembanyama Hoops Rookie 101, it's already been pulled.
No, there's still another one. The Tribute's been pulled.
Yeah.
The base is not.
But still, that's a very expensive card.
And it is starting to show up. Well, apparently it's sold. Because there's a guy from Japan, and he listed it for $123,000 some odd dollars, and then for Japanese money, and he accepted an offer, and it was like $880,000.
Yeah.
Or something. Or not 88,000, but I don't know what that is in Japan.
Yen.
It was kind of it hasn't really. Nobody's really said anything about it. So,
all I gotta know is it's very expensive.
Nobody knows how much it actually sold for.
Yeah. Well, just know this: a lot of ka-ching. So, do you want to do buy, sell, or hold, or you want to get into the other stuff?
Other stuff. We always end with buy, sell, hold.
Actually, we end with that's way actually.
Yeah, but we do them back to back.
Yeah, so first we did go to RBI for Black Friday. Yeah, I didn't pull anything.
Pulled a 101.
Flag. Get it.
You know what's cool, though? I was looking at it, and it actually had... I don't know if it's actually, like, from the older boxes, because it has, like, the cigarette, like, from a cigarette pack, and on the back it has, like, you get one in every, like, 10 boxes or something, and it actually has cigarettes on it, which I'm pretty sure Topps wouldn't be producing that now, so... I feel like it's like, and that's why they're kind of expensive. Because they're like the older, when you actually got it in the cigarette bags. Yeah. Now, smoking's bad for you kids. And they don't put packs in them, or cards in them anymore. If that was the case, I'd be buying cigs. Yeah. Just kidding, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you pulled some pretty good stuff. Logan pulled some pretty good stuff.
I looked up how much, like, everything was, and I broke even. Or made a little bit more. So.
I'm glad you did. So that's that. That one hold my wallet a little bit. It was rough.
The only way I'm buying cards is if I see like a retail right now of hoops, just because Victor cards you pull a Victor card and you're making your money back. And then whenever Donruss comes out, yeah, Bowman Draft whenever Light comes out, which probably won't be till January, in Topps. Or Bowman Draft, the whole thing will get pushed back.
So, we're going to talk about a thing since, investing is so-called dead, even though, you can still make money. But now, I want to get you on. Is it GOATs or current players is the better investment?
Current players. GOATs, you already know what they've done. Like, they're solidified. And some of the GOATs don't really sell. Like, for anything. They're very cheap. Like, Joe Montana, because he signs everything that's put in front of him. Yeah. Current player, I'd say current player, but not all current players. Because, if you go by sport, football current players, quarterbacks, baseball current players are prospects, or
your one or two players,
or top of the league like Shohei, Acuna, Bryce, Trout, Judge, them guys. Basketball, it's really just rookies or LeBron.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So yeah,
I'm gonna go with GOATs is the safest. Cause
you didn't say safest.
Oh, well, it is. I'm just saying it is the safest.
Well, no crap, it's the safest.
But you could also have something like Brett Favre. Well, the GOATs get in trouble, or they shoot someone, or kill somebody. So you still have the same risk as current players. It's just you're spending more money for the current players, and the current players has more upside, but it could also have a ton of downside. Just like with Josh Giddey. I know a lot of people bought a lot of Giddey stuff. Well, you are holding the bag.
I'll take one for the team. I bought a lot of Henry Ruggs stuff, and I got screwed up with it.
Yeah, I took people with Wander. I didn't buy no Wanders. I pulled all my Wanders.
I didn't buy any Wanders either, because all I did was buy Series 1, because I didn't buy Top Screw.
Yeah.
I didn't waste money like you did.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think if you want to make money, it's definitely the current players right now. But for safe, and for me, I like the GOATs.
And even some current players aren't even, like, I invested in Herbert. Herbert's gone down just because his team sucks.
There's a lot of factors in current players. Your gameplay, your team. The GOATs, it's just them. Basically, the only spikes they have is when they retire, or when they're retired, which that's already passed through. A GOAT is when they get in the Hall of Fame, if they're not already in the Hall of Fame, or when they unfortunately pass away. That's usually the best times to sell. We saw Bill Russell. He didn't really sell for anything until he passed away, and everyone wanted some Bill Russell stuff. So, GOATs, to me, are safest, and I just like collecting the GOATs. Not for baseball, I like collecting both GOATs and prospects. I PC GOATs, and I PC prospects. Well, a prospect.
PC one GOAT.
Tony Gwynn. And Mookie Betts is going to be a GOAT. He's one of the best right fielders of all time. He's an arguably top 3 or 4. He's over Bryce right now, in my opinion.
I'm going to say Brandon Phillips, too.
Brandon Phillips is my GOAT, bro. He's my GOAT. He's one of the best second basemen of all time. He's the best defensive second baseman.
You'd be mad if he gets into the Hall of Fame and his prices go up.
That's why I'm buying all the stuff now that I want. Which is why I picked up his Hope Diamond for 2011 Topps Update. Beautiful card, and the Blue Sparkle Rapper Redemption for 2013. So that image is awesome of him jumping over the guy, the famous double play of him jumping over the guy, and wish there was one when he kicked Yachty. I would love that card. That's why he got booed all the time when he came to Chicago. He kicked Yachty. St. Louis. So that's that. So now we're going to go, since we spoke about retail, we're going to go about the state of retail. Well, Topps Chrome Update is $40 a blaster box. Just like Topps Chrome. So, $40 blasters. Now they're starting to come down. Still $35 for most chromiums at least. And then the paper products is $25 to $30. There is not any products that come out at $20 anymore. You have to wait till they're on clearance, and people don't even want to buy them at clearance anymore.
Because by the time they're on clearance,
it's old.
Yeah.
Nobody wants it. And for these being so expensive, you're not getting any hits. You're getting very long odds or no chances at the big hits.
That's why the good thing for this year, Panini and Donruss with the mega boxes, guaranteeing an auto, and Absolute, they're guaranteeing an auto or a mem. That's why the holiday ones are good from Panini, because they guarantee you the sweater patch.
Which isn't nothing huge, but it's something. And because when I buy a retail box for $40, it's retail. I'm not expecting to pull a freaking huge auto or something. But I at least want the chance, or know I can have a good chance. When I buy Topps Chrome, I already know going into it, I'm going to lose $35. Every single box I've opened up this year, except for one, paid off. And I opened up 10 boxes, and I've got 2 freaking Acunas from all of it. Swear to God they short print them.
They definitely do.
And I pulled one card that was even worth the money back on the Blaster, and it barely made me back on the Blaster, because the card sold for $45. I got it from Target, so it was $35, and that was when I pulled the Josh Young Purple Speckle, which was destroyed, so I had to send it back into Topps, hoping I'd get something back, which Topps actually hooked me up, and thank you. They gave me a big upgrade. They gave me an image variation, green sparkle. Thank you. And it got an SGC 10, so there we go. So yeah, retail is just not as fun to rip anymore, because you know you're going to lose money. Like, I know with hobby boxes, it's hard to make money back in anything anymore. Hobby boxes and retail boxes are just, they're tough anymore. And while the singles market's down too, you do have to sell cards you pull to keep buying cards. If you just hold on to all your cards, you're going to go broke in this hobby. I keep the guys that I like whipping packs. I don't like buying singles. Buying singles sucks. There's no excitement in it, but sometimes it's better to buy the cards you want than to try and pull it. That's basically like Pokemon in the same instance. You're going to spend so much money trying to pull that one card, and you're never going to pull it. Unless you get super lucky like I did with Silver Tempest, where I pulled the Lugia, and literally my first pack because of you. And when I pulled the Celebi from Fusion Strike, which is one of the hardest sets to pull anything out of, I pulled that in my first ETB, and then I pulled the Umbreon within, I'd say I've opened probably 60 packs of Along the Skies. Which, the Umbreon is one of the hardest cards to pull in the Sword and Shield era, and I pulled it because of this guy. Because he is my Pokemon charm, man. But when it comes to sports cards, he can't pick anything, and I can't pick anything either, so it's just kind of a double whammy for me. So yeah, retail's tough, hobby's tough. How do you feel?
Retail is getting to where you can't even buy anything because you won't make anything back.
You expect that. But you want a chance. Most of these boxes don't even give you the chance of hitting anything.
Yeah.
Or super long odds.
It's like, at least, like, if you're not going to do an auto or a mem, at least a numbered card. Like a chance of a numbered card that I don't care if it's out of, like what Topps does, out of the year.
Yeah. The golds.
Yeah.
The golds are great parallels. Here's my thing. I don't know if you noticed this. In Flagship this year, they took away the commemorative patch. They took away the bonus.
Oh, yeah, they did.
They took away the bonus item. A lot of people didn't realize that. That's value added to your blaster. Not only did they take cards away from your blaster, they took out the bonus item, which was an estimated $4 to $5. And they took away your extra cards. But yet they charge us more for it. To me, it doesn't make me want to open it.
That's why hangers are the way to go.
Hangers ain't even the way to go this year. It was blaster boxes with the parallels. With the spooky parallels. Spooky.
More ugly, though.
I like them. They gave extra value, which, I mean, at least they gave us those instead of the cumulative patch, but they didn't do that for Series 1 or 2. You just didn't get anything. You was just kind of hoping you pulled something worth of value. And with Chrome, if I'm spending $40 on a blaster box, you better damn well hope I get at least a parallel. Guarantee at least a parallel. You don't have to guarantee an auto or a patch or relic. I know back then, almost every blaster box contained something. Now it's out of my 10 blaster boxes of Chrome I opened up, I hit 3 numbered cards and 1 auto. The rest were nothing at all. And that's everything.
Better than me.
Well, you opened more hobby than anything in Jumbo.
Yeah, but I opened some blaster boxes, and I ended up with 2 numbered cards, no autos, and then the SP is showing.
Yeah.
And you got the...
Crap, what are they called?
Ultraviolet.
Yeah. I love those. Those are cool. Those are really cool. I'm going to keep that pool spot for the PC. Or I might take it to the kids' card show in St. Louis, and if I can get the money I want out of it, I'll give it. And I'll just buy it. But yeah, it's tough. And they want to get kids and adults that are not in sports cards in the hobby. When they when a kid goes and checks out, you think that kid has $40 in his pocket?
What's like what Panini's doing with the kids crates at hobby shops and stuff, and they're still like $60.
Yeah.
For not even Blaster Box, for the cereal boxes you're not gonna pull jack crap from. Like going in as a kid, I'm not. My parents aren't spending $60 on a box. They're not even spending. They're not spending $40 at retail. Yeah. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get worse because Fanatics doesn't care.
And Fanatics is making a lot of decisions that I am not happy with. Like with the Tom Brady thing, we just talked. Like we was discussing before the podcast. You don't even have a chance if you get light. That's stupid. So you're gonna take away the people that can't afford hobby. That's rude, in my opinion. That's stupid. It's idiotic. Everyone should get a fair chance at it. Not everyone has money pooping out the butt.
Everybody has $800 to buy a Super Jumbo box of draft.
And the 1-on-1 can only come out of HGA. Breakables. Once again, we're favoring the breakables. I think breakables are bad for the hobby. I'm gonna say it. I don't like breakables. I just don't like it.
Breakers are the only reason the hobby is what it is.
Yeah.
With like how high the prices are.
Because they have to keep buying and people keep spending. I don't have a problem with some breakers. It's the ones that are just... I just don't like breakers. I really don't. I just don't like them. I'm not saying I don't like the breakers themselves. I just don't like breaks. Because one, it's a bigger gamble. Just buy the box at that point. Because I'm one of those people that I don't want anybody ripping my packs. If I'm spending $300 on a box, I'm breaking it, not someone else. That's just how I am. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but if I'm spending the money, I want to have the enjoyment of opening it, whether my luck sucks absolute tons, and it does. But still, I want to get the terrible luck on my end opening it, so I have the instant regret and just want to throw the cards away. But yeah, like little Timmy, little Timmy goes to Walmart, says he wants Topps Chrome because he loves baseball. He's got like $20 in his pocket because most kids only have $20. They can't buy it because it's $40. Or what about this? I'm an adult that wants to get into the sports card hobby because I like sports. Sports cards. I grew up with sports cards. I collected when I was a kid. Let's get back to $40 for a blaster box. Holy crap! And then you get home, you don't pull anything. How's that gonna make you feel? I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to do this thing. It's expensive and stupid. I'll just go back to watching sports or go to other hobbies. It's getting to the point where it's almost driving out new people and people that are in the hobby now. That's the only people you're selling to. And Fanatics wants to 10K the hobby. You gotta do something different. This is not the way. And Fanatics Live is also not the way. Just saying. Because I don't have the Fanatics Live app, and I will never get it. Because it's breaking, and I don't give a monkey's left nut about breaking.
And Fanatics is using juice cases on Fanatics.
Oh, I guarantee they are. Which is why they're scummy, and which is why I'm going to bring up this point. This one is going to make some people probably butthurt, but to be honest, I don't really care if you get offended by this, because everyone has their own opinion, and you should respect someone's opinion, whether you agree or disagree. I disagree with him all the time, and he disagrees with me all the time. But we settle it. We don't just argue, oh, you're stupid because it's a terrible, terrible thing. We usually talk it out like men or sometimes. When it's just over Bryce Hall, I say sucks, because I get mad. And he does the same thing with Tony Gwynn and Mookie to me, and Bo. So, I don't, But, so, here we go. So, we actually know a card shop owner that is with us on this, that he's actually scared of Fanatics and what they're doing to the hobby. And he's been in the game since the 80s. Didn't you say like 88 or something like that? So, the big question is Fanatics killing or helping the hobby? Do you want me to go first or you?
I'll go first. Both, but mainly killing it. I follow a card purchaser on Twitter today. He put a thing, Michael Rubin does, He was on a podcast, he was on a sports card podcast, talking about like what Fanatics has done. They have cut redemptions from over 5,600 down to 1,000 for this year, so that's a good thing. And then he said some other crap. I didn't listen to it. I just saw he put on like main things. Other than that, and just flooding the market with just because they're overprinting everything. Yeah, everything's overprinted. Nothing's gonna be. We're gonna go back to the 80s and 90s. of the junk wax era after this, because there's just too many. If you look up pop reports on PSA, I never have, because frankly, I don't care, and I don't use PSA anyway, and screw you if you do, because that's a whole other story.
Do you just want to talk about grading this episode too?
No, I don't want it to be too long. But if you look at pop reports, I mean, the Zion, the Luka rookie cards, I mean, you wonder why they're so cheap now.
Those 200,000 of them.
Yeah, and the prices, like you can't have normal people paying $500, $600, $700, $800 for a box. No. Like if I go to a hobby shop, because like used to, now I've saved some money, able to get some more like higher price things.
I just can't.
But to go in, you just like when I go in and say like Donruss this year, it's I believe RBI has it for $215. Is that what I told you? Something like that.
Yeah,
that's still too expensive, and we're gonna see this throughout this whole year with Panini stuff as well as Fanatics, because not only is Fanatics upping the price, Panini is as well, and Panini doesn't even have most of the people that you want in it, because like Donruss, you're not gonna have Will Levis autos. You're not going to have Bryce Young autos. You're not going to have C.J. Stroud. On the other side for basketball, you don't have Grady Dick. You don't have Scoot Henderson. You don't have Victor. Like, cool, you can pull a Victor Hoops base card and get like $40 back.
Cool. Not that anymore.
Just let me go. Cool. But you know why people, you should not be spending over $200 for hoops. Like I'm saying, I like hoops. We had this discussion last week. Hoops should not be over $100, in my opinion. $100 should be like the most hoops is. But then you're going to up the price from last year's class. You had good players. You had Giddey before everything happened.
Mobley.
You had
Paulo.
I'm thinking of the wrong. Yeah.
Paulo.
Yeah. Paulo, Keegan Murray, all of them. Even like the past 2 years, they weren't that expensive. But now once you bring the Victor hype, it's over $200. And you can't even pull his auto. You can't pull anybody's auto out of it besides the Thompson twins. Because no other rookies doing anything. So Panini's the same way as Fanatics. Fanatics has, I mean, you saw it in Chrome. Like, they upped the price on Chrome this year.
And took away autos.
And took away 2 autos.
From
each. Because didn't it used to be 3 for hobby? No, it used to be 2.
Hobby.
But still, they took away 1. And you're not pulling hobby boxes. I remember opening hobby from 21. And you got the
2
autos. You got a ton of numbered stuff.
I think they used to give you 2 autos, 2 to 3 numbered cards. That's about the extent. Now it's 2 autos and one.
It's 1 auto, unless it's update.
Yeah.
And then you're getting maybe 1 numbered card.
Yeah.
I opened up a Chrome hobby that gave me 0 numbered cards. And the auto was trash. So at that point, you're spending over $200. And the auto sucks. You're not getting a numbered card. The base cards are so overprinted that it doesn't matter.
They're basically doll box cards.
Yeah. So Fanatics, they're doing some good things, but other things they're not. They're raising the prices. They're relying too much on breakers. They're giving these not just Fanatics live breakers, God boxes, but other big breakers. Yeah. God boxes. So Fanatics is killing the hobby. We've seen it with the prices going down. I mean, it doesn't help that the U.S.'s market for stuff has continued, like the
whole
what am I
stock
thinking?
Market's going down.
Going down, but yeah, everything is raising in prices, and Fanatics is doing the same thing, where it's eventually, if it keeps up this way, you're going to have nobody left in this hobby besides breakers, and and Fanatics is just going to shoot themselves in the foot, because eventually people are, hopefully, people are not stupid enough to not realize what Fanatics is doing, and just, because they're making a monopoly, for one, and I hate that. I agree wholeheartedly with Panini trying to sue them. Yeah. I agree, because it's going to be a monopoly, and there shouldn't be.
You gotta have competition.
Yeah, but
if not, then they can set the prices to whatever they want, and you have to buy it from them.
They're doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So there's also no reason that when you go on Topps' website, that you should be spending more on boxes on Topps' website than you can get it
through distributors.
Yeah, which is just unbelievable. Yeah.
You good?
Yep.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Well, yes, Topps or Fanatics has helped the hobby a little bit, but I think they have just completely they're just motoring it. And here's why. I'm going to give you some things. All these stupid little gimmicks, like the Victor Wembanyama thing, that was dumb, in my opinion. It's so dumb. I hated it. Oh, you got a chance to win it! Put it in the freaking packs! Give everybody a chance. I mean, I get it, yeah. Because guess what? If I bought a box of Bowman U now, and I get the green refractor, I don't even get a chance for it now.
Same way with Taco Fractors. They waited so long to announce what the deal was going to be with Taco Fractors. And most people, they just sold them.
Yeah.
Because they weren't going to wait for multiple months down the line. When, Topps could have been like, hey, we're working with Taco Bell for this thing. As soon as it came out.
Yeah, hold on to these. Instead, they said, hold on to these, and guess what? It was silence for full months. And then with the whole paywalling, basically, of cards, like with the Tom Brady, that's bullcrap. You're telling me, because I don't have enough money, and I don't want to spend the money, I don't even have a chance to get something good.
If you have, since we didn't talk about this, if you haven't heard, I saw the release, the checklist for the Tom Brady cards. The only way you can get the Superfractor is HTA. That's the only odds for. So if you buy anything other than that,
you don't have a chance.
No. There's also many other things where you're not, or you're barely guaranteed the numbered stuff, or it's mainly the higher number, not the low number.
I don't think you have a chance at the base in light. Do you?
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, like that's just so dumb to me. And the whole Topps Chrome update with the Pro Debut patches. Not Pro Debut patches, the MLB Debut patches. If you're going to make some live, make them all live. Or make them all redemptions. Don't mix it up. That's stupid. I get what you're trying to do. You don't want to put it in a random pack. I get that. But I don't like the whole thing of, am I going to get the redemption or something like that? And the prices, they just gouge you. And they know the market's down. And I watched Museum Collection. It's like $350. It is not worth it to me. I have not seen anything out of Museum Collection that's been really that nice.
Another thing that Fanatics is running with the redemptions or just damage cards in general, them not using eBay prices and instead still using the Beckett price. Guess what? Beckett might as well just shut down. Beckett's so worthless that the new grading reports came out from November. They were below PSA, SGC, and CGC. Yeah. They had like 4,000 graded. That's it. It's like just go ahead and shut down. But we're still using their logic of how to price cards instead of, eBay that everybody uses. Yeah. Because there's no reason that you should pull a $150 card and on eBay it's that, but yet you look at Beckett and it's like, oh, it's like $50. So then you're going to send them a $50 card. Like that's not even. Luckily for you, they sent you an upgrade.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when I see it, they're not doing it.
Yeah. Which was I was really scared. I thought I was just going to get like a lower tier one. But they actually hooked me up, which props to you. I'm very happy and fortunate. Because I know some people have not gotten that. And some people's gotten screwed on some pretty high-end cards and gotten lesser cards.
I also saw a guy on Twitter last week. I think it was last week. And Topps sent him what they were sending him, and it was like a redemption from like 2015 that never going to get fulfilled. Yeah. So they were going to send him, and it included one Superfractor. They were going to send him like a random Superfractor. Any Superfractor is going to sell.
Yeah.
Because it's a 101. Whenever he got the cards, they replaced it with something else. It did not send him that card. And they refused to do anything about it whenever he contacted.
Yeah. And Fanatics is being really stingy with distributors because we know a card shop that he says he can't really get products like he used to because the distributors are getting cut on the distributions. He said he wanted 20 boxes of Topps Chrome and he got 4 in from his distributor.
And also, like, them shipping stuff out late. Like, whenever I went down there to get, where did I get? Oh, Pro Debut. Whenever I went down to get Pro Debut, said that they were supposed to be, Hobby and Jumbo the same day. Jumbo was shipped later. Yeah. So he didn't get it the same day. But yet some of these guys, the bigger players like RBI, they were getting both the same day. So they're not just screwing some. They're favoring distributors.
They just do a lot of sketchy stuff, and like I said, the gimmicks are dumb. I don't like the gimmicks. I know some people are like, oh, it's bringing new life to the hobby. No, it's stupid. It's dumb.
I mean, everybody should have saw this coming after how Fanatics does with their apparel.
Yeah. I mean, I get they want to make it better, but I think they're just holding it. And if they just keep gouging the prices, I think people's going to get fed up with it. We've seen it with retail. People are fed up with retail.
That's why everything just sits.
It don't even matter what the product is. I guarantee, I'm going to call it right now, prison retail will sit on the shelves. You won't, the first week or two, you won't find it. But after that, you'll see it on the shelves.
That's how Chrome was.
Yeah.
First month you couldn't find it, and then it just ended up sitting on the shelves.
It's just, people just don't want to spend the money and get nothing back in return. And that's the main thing for me is the price of the products. That's the real big kill. Because I'm having a boomer moment, alright? When I was younger in the hobby,
back in your day,
back in my day, long time ago, back in 2011 and stuff, you could buy the most expensive museum collection back then was like $100. No, you can get stuff cheap. The cheapest box now is Big League, and it's pushing $70, and you don't get anything for it. Big League should not be more than $25 for what you get in it.
But the reason it went up this year is because they put the card collector 2 and all that stuff in it.
To be honest, I don't want a card of a freaking card YouTuber. I don't give a rat's light nut this time. I don't give the rat's left or right nut this episode. I don't care. I don't care if we get a Jeff Wilson one or a card collector 2. Whoever else is in this stupid product. I don't care. I don't want that. Give me a player. The only thing they do is make content on YouTube. Whoop-de-freaking do. Props to them, they're the most famous people in the hobby for it.
They're also part of the problem.
Are we then? We'll call it influencers basically too with the podcast. We talk about it.
We're not out there spending thousands of dollars a week.
We're also not sponsored and sucking them off.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you straight up, if Fanatics came to us and offered us a thing we had to be super nice, I'd probably decline it. Because I'm not going to support someone. I'm one of those people, I'm going to tell you straight up my feelings. I don't give a crap if you cry after. You can ask him. Feelings don't matter to me. I do not care about your feelings. I'm going to tell you, I'm a straight shooter, man. If you're doing something stupid, and you're all stupid, I'm going to call you stupid. You say something dumb, I'm going to be like, that's dumb. I don't care. I know it's your opinion. I respect it. But it's dumb. I'm not going to bow down and kiss your butt just for a sponsorship. Like Pac-Man and them. They're sponsored. I don't care what they say. They're sponsored by Whatnot. That's one I would never want to be sponsored by is Whatnot. That's a scam site. I don't care if they offer me freaking. I don't even care because I don't support Whatnot. It's a bunch of scams, especially with a Pokemon site. Oh my god, that's all it is. Especially with an ex-NFL player. That's why he had to go.
No, not ex-NFL. He's back in the NFL.
He had to go back because they kicked him off the platform. He's like, crap, I don't have enough money anymore, so I gotta go back to the NFL. The hobby is not the same as it used to be. The hobby is honestly not as enjoyable as it used to be when I was a kid. Yeah, I've been in it a long time, and I never took a break. Maybe I do need to take a break. But I took a break at Pokemon, and I regretted it, because I missed out on so much great stuff, which is why I'm back in it. But, you can't take breaks and that's the thing, there's so many products come out, too, I get burnt out. I get so burnt out. How many freaking rookie cards of Coleman Kalen do we need? Honestly, how many do we need? I don't need 15,000. And how many more parallels we can add? We can add freaking Fritz parallels next? Frieza parallels? We already got the stupid Frozen Fractal and the Taco Fractal. We're going to freaking add guacamole? What else are we going to do? What other stupid gimmicks are we going to do in this hobby? Honestly, how many parallels are we going to...
You don't like retail adding out of $9.99 and $7.99 the purple and blue?
Why'd they ever take them away in the first place? But now, in Top Scrum Update, you have your basic gold... Now you have lava lamps! 15 more parallels we need. Next show's gonna be 25 of them. And I'll be in trouble because I'll be the one buying all the new LV ones. Just, they gotta slow down a little bit, man. A little bit.
There's no reason that every week there should be
10 releases.
From the same MLB, a few right before Black Friday, the weeks leading up, how many 20 releases?
Yeah.
At least in them 2.5, 3 weeks. Like that's too much. And they the only reason they did it
because they knew.
Yeah. And now you see through December, nothing's getting released in December because they know everybody spent money on their crap on Black Friday. So they're not going to spend more of their hard-earned money during December to buy just random shit that nobody gives a two fat flying rat turds about. Yes, I'm going to put the expletive thing on it because I'm not taking this shit out. Because Fanatics is just... And I hope he listens. I hope this blows up. And Fanatic gives me a call so I can answer the phone and give Michael Rubin a big F you. He's already screwed people with apparel. That's the only way you could get apparel is you go on and spend, they upped it again. It's like $40 for a t-shirt. Dude, I can buy, my mom has a Cricut that she can make t-shirt. You can go to Walmart, buy like a $2 shirt and just make yourself one for like $10. Why in the hell would I go and spend $40 on a shirt that has the Fanatics logo on it after you wash it about 20 times, it starts falling apart? Is that what's going to end up with tops too? I mean, you're already seeing the quality control is dog shit. I mean, there's no reason you should pull cards out of a pack and every corner's bent. Like sometimes somebody at Topps would be like, "Oh, I screwed up. Maybe we should do something." But no, that's why I never thought I'd say this, but I wish Panini was still had everything. Because although Panini has their downfalls, they can't get out redemptions because they're dumb. Panini doesn't add all this random crap.
Yeah.
Panini has the same parallels, same inserts, or damn near.
They add one or two every now and then.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with adding a new one to spice things up a little bit, but you don't need 15! Jesus criminy, man! It's ridiculous! It's absolutely ridiculous. And, to be honest, if Fanatics keeps doing what they're doing, I'm not saying I'm going to leave the hobby, because I probably never will, because it's one of my favorite hobbies.
I've been saying to him, I'm going to stop buying boxes and just buy PC stuff.
That's all I've done for a long time, is just buy PC stuff. Which is why I have boxes of PC stuff, and it's going to get worse next year for my guy. But if things keep going the way they are, people are going to leave. A lot of people has already left. You had the investor people leave already, which was a big problem, because they actually grow the hobby a little bit. Now, you have your other investors that are doing it on the side hustle, and you have your collectors still. You drive away the collectors, you're done. Because ultimately, the collectors are the one that's buying your boxes. It's not your investor bros. Because your investor bros ain't buying boxes. They're buying singles from the idiots like us that buy the boxes. So you make the collectors mad who's buying your boxes, not the investor bros. That's all I gotta say. It keeps going. I feel like it's gonna be
breakers. They'll still be buying them.
Well, I bought into like 3 breaks just for Novovi. That's it. I don't really like breaks, but I'll get into them for certain people. Like Novovi, I'll probably get into breaks.
Only break I do is Frankenstein. Because I know Frankenstein. Yeah. I trust him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and do anything on Whatnot, because I don't know any of them. I don't trust any of them.
Whatnot's a scummy site.
I'm not going to join Backyard Breaks.
Oh, I hate them.
Because clearly they're not trustworthy. You've seen that. I don't even have them show up on my TikTok anymore.
They actually had another scandal come up about something else, and I didn't talk about it, because they're not even worth my breath. Because they're just spoiled rich kids that got into the hobby at the right time, and they probably don't know jack crap about cards. That's how most of these people are. They don't know jack crap about cards. They're just in it for the money. I'm not saying I'm the brightest guy in the world, but I know a damn thing or two about sports cards. I've been in the hobby for a while. I mean, I've been doing this thing since I was like 9 or 10, and I'm 22 now. I've been doing it for, I can't do math, it's like 15 plus years, let's just say that. It's about like, maybe, I don't know, I can't do math. I'm not good at math. So, but, like I said, you drive away the collectors, you're done, you're bellied up, and you'll just have stuff sitting on the shelves, which we already have. People are getting kind of tired of it. I see a lot of complaints about the hobby right now. Gotta do fixing, or you're gonna lose it. we're going to move on because it's been a while. We're going to move on to buy, sell, hold. We're going to try to get through these as fast as we can because, yeah. I told you guys this is going to be a whole heartfelt episode. You're lucky we're not talking about grading because it'd be another hour probably about PSA could suck it. So, we're going to go buy, sell, hold. Alfred Sengun.
Bye. Alfred Sengun's he's going to be an all-star this year. This Rockets team's good. I hate saying that. One of our listeners, Logan, I hate saying that.
That team's just coming together.
They're good. They're young. Besides Fred VanVleet, Sengun, he's like Jokic. He's just like Jokic. He's just not that
big and dominant yet.
Yeah. But they are building around him and Jalen Green.
That's gonna be a good team. They're already all kind of good. I'm gonna say bye. I didn't really see the hype in him. You was one of the first people to tell me about him.
I wanted the Spurs to get him, but instead we took Josh Primo.
I mean, he was good until he showed his knee, so he'll probably never go basketball.
Not saying doing good.
No, but
he is playing basketball. He's on the Clippers.
Okay. But he's generational talent. I'm gonna say it. Sengun's generational talent. He's the next Jokic in line. And I saw a crazy stat. He is the first player within his first 3 seasons to average like 28, 9, and 9 or something like that in NBA history. That's impressive. This kid's special. He's on a young team that's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And Sengun is, honestly, in my opinion, the best player on the Rockets. He's not the number 1 option.
And if he makes the All-Star team, just even as an All-Star, with how many good bigs are in the West, that's impressive.
It just proves to you.
Because there's
many good bigs.
I can name 10 off the bat. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. But I mean, I can just think of 3 right now. Bam, Jokic, and...
Bam's in the East.
Crap, yeah. Jokic,
AD, Towns, Rudy Gobert's having a great year.
Yeah.
Chet's
been amazing.
Chet's been great.
Jalen Williams now.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Zion. Everybody forgot about Zion. Zion's having a sneaky good year.
He is.
And nobody's talking about the Pelicans, basically because they're really not that good. Brandon Ingram's overrated, no offense. But he's been bad.
He just calls it cheap.
They are getting C.J. McCollum back tonight from his collapsed lung.
That'll be a big help. So yeah, Sengun is a buy for me. I don't have much. I think I have like 1 or 2 cards. I got a pink ice. I got it from the kids' college show in a bulk deal, pretty cheap. I know you got quite a bit of Sengun stuff. I wish I would have bought an auto, but
I wish I would have as well.
But he's kind of expensive.
He never went down.
Yeah,
even last year after he fell off, the end of the year when the Rocks were just tanking, prices didn't fall down.
Yeah, I think a lot of people believe in him, which is a good thing to have in the hobby if you're trying to invest in him. We're gonna go with this guy just because it's a bonus one, but we all know the answer. It's probably sell Josh Giddey. So yeah, it's sell.
I don't have any Josh Giddey stuff anyway. So I knew this was going to end up... No, I didn't know this was going to end up happening. I knew it was going to end up happening where I'd be selling Giddey anyway because he's the odd man out in OKC. I saw it happening. He's a point guard, and
they don't need him. Yeah. I love Giddey. It's kind of tough to say I like Giddey, but I've always wanted to auto Giddey because I liked him in the draft. Do I believe it's real? Yes, no, I don't know. I'm not going to give my opinion on it because that's something we just don't want to get into. And we already hurt your feelings probably once before in this episode. I'm not going to do you in on that. But, yeah, it's sell. Just be safe and sell. Even if it is false, people are still going to believe that isn't him. So, next guy, Christian McCaffrey.
There's a good chance he wins MVP this year. There's not a quarterback who has been
yeah. I mean, Tua's the only
great.
One. Tua's the only one.
I mean, right now, Jalen Hurts has the best odds to win MVP. I don't know what he's done. He hasn't done really much anything. He's not carrying.
Right now, it's between Tyreek Hill and Christian McCaffrey to me. Right now,
I want to see somebody not win, not a QB win. It'd be the first time since Adrian Peterson.
Which what? 8? No, that was rookie.
12.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean McCaffrey. I mean what he scored? He scored
14 straight games, something like that.
It was 15 straight, and then he broke it, and now he's back up to 2 or 3. Again, he scored 2 touchdowns last week.
He's really good. He's always been good.
And guess what? Unlike in Carolina, he's staying healthy.
Knock on wood.
No.
I'm gonna say hold Christian. I'm not gonna say buy him. If you have Chris McCaffrey, hold. Injury history is kind of big to me. He's taking a lot of hits. He's getting the ball a lot. When you get a lot of hits, you get worn down later in the year. I do think this 49ers team can win the Super Bowl. I really think they can. People say Brock Purdy can't do it. You guys forgot Brock Purdy was going to win that game until he got his elbow destroyed. They were going to win that game.
Well, even this year, the games that they lost, that mini 3-game losing streak, was because the people around him were hurt.
Yeah.
Debo was hurt. Brandon Ayuk was hurt a game. Trent Williams was hurt. When they're healthy, they're the best team in football, which is why they're favored this weekend in Philly.
Yeah, with a worse record than Philly. I just think the 49ers are this really good team. McCaffrey's a hold, in my opinion. If they make it to the Super Bowl and they win it, sell it. Honestly, I see McCaffrey having another 2 to 3 good seasons.
Christian McCaffrey, if
He
can stay healthy, he will be a future. He's a future Hall of Famer if he can stay healthy.
He can be top 5 ever, if not more, if he keeps going. He's dominant. He's one of the most dominant running backs I've ever seen since Adrian Peterson. And that's what I see. I don't know if you see that, but that's what I see. He's the most dominant running back. Derrick Henry had a good one for about 3 years. Now he sucks. Chris McCaffrey's been good his whole career when he doesn't have injuries. I think he had one bad year in Carolina. That's Carolina. They freaking suck.
He used to be good.
Like they had Cam in 2012.
He was there at the end of Cam's tenure.
Yeah, and that's when he was good. But when Cam left, they sucked. Because I don't know who the QB was back then when he was a rookie.
It was Cam.
Like in his middle years when Cam left. Who was the QB?
Andy Dalton was.
Exactly. Sucks.
Don't talk about the Red Rocket that way.
He can have his own football team, man.
That's not him. That's Phil Rivers. He just had another kid.
Yeah. So, yeah, hold. Next guy. This is a pretty risky one, but it's pretty low risk. Rui Hachimura. Whatever his freaking last name is, I can't say it. Rui Hachimura.
I don't know. He's shown flashes where he can be good. He's shown flashes where he shouldn't even be in the NBA. Hold until he has a good game, then sell. I don't trust Rui. He's not getting any recognition on the Lakers because, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, D'Lo's better. Cam Reddish has been playing better.
Can't believe the Hawks got rid of him.
Hold until he has a good game and sell. Don't buy Rui.
I'm buying Rui. He's cheap. This Prism Silver's like PSC 10s are like $5-10. He is the guy.
He's not good.
He's the guy that will make the Lakers go deep in playoff runs. He did it last year.
Next thing you know,
he stepped up.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be. He's the future of the Lakers whenever LeBron leaves this year to go play with Bronny next year. Is he gonna be the future?
He could be.
No.
Who else they got? Max Christie?
Max Christie's been great.
Yeah,
starting. I sold his auto because I don't trust him.
He can't start. He sucks because starting.
He's a great bench player. Get rid of Anthony Davis. The Lakers are gonna be like how
they're gonna suck. Like
they're gonna be like Kobe's last years.
Yeah,
they're like that bad.
Yeah,
and then they'll end up trading all their good young talent for another guy who can't stay healthy. Yeah, like Anthony Davis, like they did with him.
Yeah, so we're going to overrated, underrated. Donruss.
Underrated. I know everybody loves Prism and Optic because, oh my god, Chromium. Donruss is fun. It's the cheaper option of both. If you hit a downtown, you're good.
Supposed to see CJ Stroud this year.
I love Donruss. Donruss is honestly my favorite football product. Optic is a close second because I love Optic. Now Prism can go screw itself. Screw Prism. Prism sucks. It's ugly, especially this year's. And it's overpriced. If you've looked at the pre-orders for Prism, it's over $800 a box. Good luck making any money back.
He has CJ Stroud base quality, right? His prices.
But Donruss is underrated because out of all the paper cards that you're gonna get, it's gonna be the most investable.
Done.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Now, if we're gonna go a different Donruss Holiday is so underrated. Donruss Holiday is the best thing that ever happened. I love Donruss Holiday. Donruss Holiday is my favorite product. No, not Donruss. Donruss Holiday.
Better than Pro Debut. Overall.
It's better than this year's. That doesn't take much. Piece of paper is better than pulling 4 Yearling Confidant autos.
Yeah.
That piece of paper might sell for more.
I'm going underrated. They look clean. Donruss is a clean looking set. It's a cheapo.
I got to get used to this year's like looks.
I like this year's looks. It's cheaper to get into. It's not as bad as Optic. Your floor's low and your ceiling's low, of course, but it's a cheaper alternative way to get nice looking cards that are clean and they look good. It's way better than Score and.
I do also like that they add like the Optic previews.
Yeah.
For some where like you still have the chance to get Chromium cards. Yeah. And I mean like the all of them for the Optic previews. They're all rookies.
Yeah.
Because even
all rated rookies.
The pink ones and mega boxes. Yeah.
And you had the chance to get downtowns, which are one of the hobby's most favorited insults. So
it's my favorite short print.
Really have.
Not that I pulled like 3 of them.
I pulled one. It was baseball. So it wasn't even Donruss. It was a Diamond Kings.
Eventually I'll buy some for the PC. Whenever I can.
What we have downtown?
I was looking at Jordan because I'm like, oh, Donruss, downtowns. I was looking at Jordan Love's. Holy mother.
Yeah, it's expensive. Why don't you get Justin Holland? His rookie one. You know you want that.
I do.
That's all we got. It's already long enough.
Thank you guys for listening. We're not going to regret anything we've said today. So if you don't like it, just stop listening because, frankly, neither one of us care if you listen or not. So it's not like anybody listens to this anyway. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. And as always, keep on collecting! Wow!